Hi everyone, welcome back to the makeup chair. So I'm feeling a little run down, a little stressed out today. And one thing that I like to do when this happens is a little bit of skincare. I find that skincare just calms me down, makes me feel a lot more relaxed. I used to apply loads of makeup and that would kind of distract me. But in the back of my head, I'd be always thinking, I gotta take all this makeup off at the end of the day. So now what I like to do is I do a full skincare routine. A couple of my favorite products. Now I have no makeup on right now, but if you do have makeup on, go and take it off, grab your skincare, grab your favorite mask, come back and let's kind of pamper ourselves together. I do have my brows and lashes on, but everything else is gone off my skin. I do want to give it a little bit of a refresh. So this is the Kiehl's Cactus Flower Hydrating Mist. But what I like about it is that it's infused with lavender, so it feels and smells just really calm. You can spritz this on your skin. Just close your eyes and spritz it. But I also like to spray a cotton pad and just run this over my skin. I've already cleansed my skin this morning, just very mildly. It just feels nice and fresh now, and we can go in with our face mask. I'm gonna be using a mask today. I'm actually gonna be using two. This is a combination that I actually accidentally came up with, but they work really, really well together. So this is a mask that I typically use. It's by The Body Shop and it is the charcoal mask. What I love about this is it's extremely exfoliating. Like it just takes everything off the skin, but I was running out, so I added a little bit of water in here. And I accidentally added a little bit too much, so I ended up with like a really goopy mess. So what I did is I took this, which is awesome. This is a powder mask, and it's the Ritual Mask by Origins. And all I did is I just popped a little bit in there, mixed it up with the water, and I ended up with a pretty good mask. So if you're looking for different masks, these are two of my absolute favorites. So I actually like to apply my face masks with a brush. I'd recommend, if you are using a brush, to take a little bit of the mask out, because you don't want to be applying it and dipping back into the pot. I'm only going to do my T-zone today because I actually did this mask about 4 days ago, and I don't like to overload my skin, but I do have a little bit of congestion still through the T-zone, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply it there. It looks really weird. Kind of looks like if you were in the forest and you just like fell into mud. That's kind of what it looks like, but I really, really like it. So I'm just gonna glide that across here in the center. I don't have a lot of congestion or anything around my hairline, so it's really just in the middle. Oh, and the brush I'm using, by the way, is the F23. I like it because it's not completely flat, and I can kind of like stipple if I need to, but it's also got like a flatter edge that I can push against to create like a smooth line. And I want to get really close to those eyebrows, but I don't want to touch the eyebrows. I'm always really scared when I see people putting masks over their eyebrows. It freaks me out because I saw a video once of someone like taking their eyebrows off. They put the mask over there and then they peeled it off and it took their eyebrows off. So it scares me, even with just regular masks. I don't like covering up my eyebrows. And then I do down the middle. Let me know in the comments what your favorite mask is, because I would love to know. I used to use so many different masks, and you know what? It actually just made my skin so much worse. So now I'm very cautious about how many masks I use in like a month. I don't want to use that many because I find like my skin is like, whoa, that's too much and we have enough to be dealing with. So ever since I stopped and I'm a bit more cautious about applying masks, things are so much better now. My skin is just happier. I'm gonna just then apply whatever's left over on the brush on the rest of my skin. So I'm just gonna leave this mask on for 10 minutes or so. What I actually like to do is then take a shower, because I find it gets rid of everything on the skin. Sometimes when you're doing it over the sink, you're just a bit like, quick, get it off my skin. But if you are in like a hurry or something, I do like to use like cleansing mitts, just the cloth ones. I mean, these take off a full face of makeup, so they're gonna do well for a mask. I actually prefer these ones that are just a little thinner. You can see those are nice and thin texture, rather than say one of these really cloth ones that are quite densely thick. The mask gets clogged on the actual cloth itself, whereas this one's nice and thin. So I'll take this off with this in a few minutes, but let me talk about a mask that I did not like. I've heard people rave about this mask and I'm so disappointed in it. I bought this Masticity black peel off mask. I thought it was that mask that like when you take it off, it takes all of the stuff off of your skin, and I just wanted to try it. I know it's really bad for you, but this one doesn't do anything. When I peeled it off, it was like taking a paper mask off. Like it didn't feel like it even grabbed hold of my skin. It took a really long time to dry. I tried it in so many different ways, but I obviously must be doing it wrong because I have heard people say that it's really good, but I don't know. So that is pretty much dried now. I'm gonna go and cleanse it off. I'm gonna use the little cleansing mitt to do that. So I am back. My skin feels so smooth. I know someone will point it out. If you see these little red patches here, it's just because I was being extra careful not to get water around my hairline, so I was being like really kind of rough. I'm now going to move on to probably my favorite thing in the whole world. I mentioned this 2 weeks ago now, and it is this, the Giorgio Armani Soft Peeling Lotion. So this product has been just a game changer for me. I'm just going to take a cotton pad, and I use this at night, so I'm not going to be wearing makeup today, so I'm just going to apply it now. But I use 2 pumps of this at night on a cotton pad, and honestly, changed my skin completely. It's a soft peeling lotion, but it's basically like a toner. So I just use 1 pump on a cotton pad, and I just run that over my skin. And this is like a toner, a serum, an eye cream. It tightens up your pores. It helps with lines and wrinkles. It gently exfoliates as well. So with the first pump, I just work it like all over the skin. So I'm just gonna take another pump, and with this pump, I wrap it around my finger and I place it on the main areas that I want to focus on. So like my little smile lines around my eyes, smile lines around my lips, and then I kind of press it and swipe around the nose area to tighten up any pores here, any pores on the nose. Then I open up the pad and I just glide it everywhere else. It is the best thing I've ever used on my skin. You know that I'm a drugstore girl, but if I lost this, I would go out and purchase it straight away. And that's a lot coming from me. You can see that glow it kind of gives the skin. I don't use an eye cream. I don't use a serum. I don't use anything on my skin. The only thing is I'll pop on a little bit of lip balm, but other than that, this is the only thing that goes on my skin. If I could take a bath in this stuff, I would. It makes me feel good. So yeah, so those are my favorite masks at the moment, but I'd love to hear what some of yours are, and I will see you guys in a video really soon. Bye guys.